Messi was born on the 24th of June 1987 in Rosario, Santa Fe Province, the third of four children of Jorge Messi, a steel factory manager, and his wife Celia Cucitini, who worked in a magnet manufacturing workshop. On his father's side, he is of Italian and Spanish descent, the great-grandson of immigrants from the north-central Adriatic Marche region of Italy, and on his mother's side, he has primarily Italian ancestry. 3. Growing up in a tight-knit, football-loving family, Leo developed a passion for the sport from an early age, playing constantly with his older brothers, Rodrigo and Matias, and his cousins, Maximiliano and Emanuele Biancucci, both of whom became professional footballers. At the age of 4 he joined local club Grandoli, where he was coached by his father, though his earliest influence as a player came from his maternal grandmother, Celia, who accompanied him to training and matches. He was greatly affected by her death, shortly before his 11th birthday. Since then, as a devout Catholic, he has celebrated his goals by looking up and pointing to the sky in tribute to his grandmother. Youth career in Newell's Old Boys. A lifelong supporter of Newell's Old Boys, Messi joined the Rosario club when he was 7 years old. During the 6 years he played for Newell's, he scored almost 500 goals as a member of the Machine of '87, the near-unbeatable youth side named for the year of their birth, and regularly entertained crowds by performing ball tricks during halftime of the first team's home games. His goal-scoring idol growing up was Brazilian striker Ronaldo, with Messi calling him the best forward I've ever seen. 31. However, his future as a professional player was threatened when, aged 10, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. As his father's health insurance covered only 2 years of growth hormone therapy, which cost at least $1,000 per month, Newell's agreed to contribute, but later reneged on their promise. He was scouted by Buenos Aires club River Plate, whose playmaker Pablo Aimar he idolized. It was speculated that he failed to sign with River Plate due to his ill health. However, in a 2019 interview, Messi revealed that River Plate had offered to pay for his medical treatment after he scored 4 goals at a trial. River wanted to sign him, but Newell's Old Boys, who had refused to pay for his treatment, also refused to release his player card, preventing the transfer. Barcelona. As the Messi family had relatives in Catalonia, they sought to arrange a trial with Barcelona in September 2000. First team director Charlie Rexic immediately wanted to sign him, but the board of directors hesitated. At the time it was highly unusual for European clubs to sign foreign players of such a young age. On the 14th of December, an ultimatum was issued for Barcelona to prove their commitment, and Rexic, with no other paper at hand, offered a contract on a paper napkin. 33-36. In February 2001, the family relocated to Barcelona, where they moved into an apartment near the club's stadium, Camp Nou. During his first year in Spain, Messi rarely played with the Infantiles due to a transfer conflict with Newell's. As a foreigner, he could only be fielded in friendlies in the Catalan League. Without football, he struggled to integrate into the team. Already reserved by nature, he was so quiet that his teammates initially believed he was mute. At home, he suffered from homesickness after his mother moved back to Rosario with his brothers and little sister, Maria Sol, while he stayed in Barcelona with his father. 28, 36, 37, Messi continued to progress through the club's ranks at a rapid pace, debuting for 4 youth teams during the 2003-04 season. 44. After being named player of the tournament in 4 international pre-season competitions with the Juvenile B, he played only 1 official match with the team before being promoted to the Juvenile A, where he scored 18 goals in 11 league games. 45, 46. Messi was then one of several youth players called up to strengthen a depleted first team during the international break. French winger Ludovic Julie explained how Messi caught the eye in a training session with Frank Rijkaard's first team. He destroyed us all. They were kicking him all over the place to avoid being ridiculed by this kid. He just got up and kept on playing. He would dribble past 4 players and score a goal. Even the team's starting centre-backs were nervous. He was an alien. 47. At 16 years, 4 months, and 23 days old, Messi made his first team debut when he came on in the 75th minute during a friendly against Jose Mourinho's Porto on the 16th of November 2003. 36-49. His performance, creating 2 chances and a shot on goal, impressed the technical staff, and he subsequently began training daily with the club's reserve side, Barcelona B, as well as weekly with the first team. 50. After his first training session with the senior squad, Barca's new star player, Ronaldinho, told his teammates that he believed the 16-year-old would become an even better player than himself. 51. Ronaldinho soon befriended Messi, whom he called "little brother," which greatly eased his transition into the first team. 52-53, to gain further match experience, Messi joined Barcelona C in addition to the Juvenile A, playing his first game for the third team on the 29th of November. He helped save them from the relegation zone of the Tercera division, scoring 5 goals in 10 games, including a hat-trick in 8 minutes during a Copa del Rey match while man-marked by Sevilla's Sergio Ramos. 45-54. His progress was reflected in his first professional contract, signed on the 4th of February 2004, which lasted until 2012 and contained an initial buyout clause of €30 million. A month later, on the 6th of March, he made his debut for Barcelona B in the Segunda Division B, and his buyout clause automatically increased to €80 million. 45-55. He played 5 games with the B team that season but did not score. 56. Physically he was weaker than his opponents, who were often much older and taller, and in training he worked on increasing his muscle mass and overall strength in order to be able to shake off defenders. Towards the end of the season, he returned to both youth teams, helping the Juvenile B win the league. He finished the campaign having scored for 4 of his 5 teams with a total of 36 goals in all official competitions.